Um, okay. So yeah. Good morning. My name is Sagar, and I'm into IT industry from last 8 years.
Okay.
I'm working as a data
So yeah.
engineer.
Good
I have
morning.
experience
My
on
name is Sagar, and
Hadoop,
I'm into IT
Python, Java,
industry from
Unix,
last
Linux,
8 years.
and data
I'm working
stage
as a data engineer.
Informatica.
I have
I have
experience
worked
on
in
Hadoop,
telecom domain for
Python,
most of my
Java,
client,
Unix,
and
Linux, and data
in
stage
day-to-day activity we deal with
Informatica.
the big data.
I have worked
So let's start
in
with what
telecom
is big
domain
data
for
and
most of
then
my
what is
client,
Hadoop.
and
So
in
nowadays,
day-to-day activity we
as
deal with the
industry
big data.
revolution are going on, or
So let's
data
start
is
with
very
what is
important
big
for
data and
everyone,
then what
and
is
how
Hadoop.
people are
So
utilizing the
nowadays,
data, the
as industry
storing of
revolution are going
data,
on, or like
and
data is
keeping
very
it
important
more
for everyone,
for
and
analytic
how
purpose
people are
is on
utilizing the
demand.
data,
So
the
everyone want
storing of
to do the data
data,
analytics
and
and
keeping
understand
it
the
more
pattern, and then
for analytic purpose
produce their
is on demand.
product or
So
sell their
everyone
product in
want
market.
to do
For
the data
very small
analytics and
examples like
understand the
Facebook,
pattern, and
WhatsApp,
then
or Paytm,
produce their
these are the
product or
particular
sell their
companies
product in market.
which are dynamically
For
use your
very
data
small
to
examples like
understand your
Facebook,
pattern, how you are
WhatsApp, or
dealing with you in your
Paytm,
day-to-day
these
activity,
are
and then
the
they will
particular companies
sell your
which are
data, or they
dynamically
will
use
use
your
your
data
data
to
to
understand
generate
your
more
pattern, how
revenue.
you are dealing with
So
you
in the
in your
early days,
day-to-day activity, and
prior to
then they
big
will
data, or
sell your
like prior to
data, or
Hadoop,
they will use your
there is a
data to
standard storage
generate more
system
revenue.
company
So
used to
in the
follow
early
or
days,
company used to use.
prior to big data,
Those are
the
called
or
known as
like
a
prior to
database.
Hadoop, there
Like
is a standard
if I
storage
talk
system
about databases like
company
Oracle,
used to follow or
Teradata,
company used to use.
SQL, MySQL.
Those are called
These are
known
the
as a
particular
database.
database, and in the
Like
old era,
if I
it used
talk
for
about
store
databases
your
like Oracle,
structured data, or
Teradata,
you can say like a
SQL,
limited data
MySQL, these
information,
are the
which is
particular
very
database, and
important
in the
because
old era
it's a cost
it
effective
used
product.
for
So
store your
Oracle,
structured
Teradata, or
data, or
SQL
you
or
can say like a
MySQL,
limited
they
data
charge
information,
hugely to the
which is
vendor.
very important
Here when I'm
because
saying
it's a
about the
cost
vendor is like
effective product.
companies
So
like
Oracle,
IBM,
Teradata, or
Infosys,
SQL, or
Wipro,
MySQL,
Capgemini, or
they
Deloitte.
charge hugely
These
to the vendor.
company
Here when I'm saying
purchase
about
the
the vendors,
product
like
like
companies like
Teradata,
IBM,
Oracle to store
Infosys,
their data
Wipro,
to
Capgemini, or Deloitte,
keep their
these company
databases. So they charge actually
purchase the
very huge.
product
For an
like
example, if we say like
Teradata, Oracle, to
one
store their
billion or
data, to
$1 million for a
keep
small
their data
amount
into
of data for
databases.
like
So
10
they
GB or
charge
one
actually
terabyte.
very huge. For
So
an example,
that
if we
much of
say like
amount they charge, and they
one
provide the
billion or
support. Early
$1 million
back,
for a small
Google
amount
used
of
to,
data for like
then
10 GB or one
we come
terabyte.
into the
So
companies like
that
Google,
much of amount they charge, and
who
they
used
provide the
to deal
support.
with a hell lot of
Early
data,
back,
search
Google
engines
used
or
to
other
then
particular processes.
we come into
So
the
they used
companies
to
like
have
Google,
their own storage
who used
system
to deal
known
with
as like they
a
develop
hell lot of
their
data,
research
search
and
engines
development
or
team
other
have
particular
made
processes.
one
So they
particular
used to
storing
have
place,
their
or
own storage
they named it
system
as a
known as
GFS,
like they develop
Google
their
File System.
research and development
So
team have
before starting to
made
Hadoop,
one particular
let's see
storing
what's
place,
file
or
system and what
they
is
named it as a GFS,
data storing
Google
in
File System.
Oracle or
So
SQL
before
or
starting to
Teradata
Hadoop,
databases. So there is a
let's
very
see
small
what's
difference
file
between file
system and what
system
is
and data storing
data
into Oracle
storing
and
in
SQL.
Oracle or
The data in
SQL or
Oracle or
Teradata
MySQL or
databases.
Teradata
So there is
are
a very
stored in
small
the
difference
form
between file
which is
system
only
and
readable
data
via
storing into
Oracle
Oracle and
or
SQL.
Teradata
The
or
data
SQL
in
and
Oracle
via
or
their own query
MySQL or
language.
Teradata are stored in the form
What I
which
mean to
is
convey
only
here is
readable
that
via
person who
Oracle
want to
or
deal with
Teradata
Oracle,
or
MySQL
SQL
or
and
Teradata,
via their
they
own query
have to
language.
have knowledge about
What I mean
SQL,
to
like
convey here is that
structured query
person who
language,
want to
to deal
deal with Oracle,
with the data.
MySQL, or Teradata,
While in
they have
opposite to
to have
that,
knowledge about
file system storing is the
SQL, like
particular
structured query language,
uh,
to deal
place or
with
particular
the data. While
process
in
where
opposite to
people
that,
not
file
need to
system
learn
storing
a
is the
particular
particular
language or any particular sort of
uh,
language.
place
It
or
can be
particular
readable from
process where
anyone. Like
people
the background is
not
not
need to
required,
learn
that's
a
not
particular
important.
language
If you
or
say
any
like I have
particular sort
worked
of
10 years
language.
in mainframe
It
and
can be
now from
readable
today I'm
from
I want to
from
work into
anyone.
Hadoop,
Like
yeah, you are
the background is not
it's very
required.
easy
That's
for you
not
to
important. If you
get
say like
migrate
I
from
have
mainframe
worked
to
10 years
Hadoop.
in
It's not at
mainframe and
all
now
hard. Like
from
you do
today
not need to
I want to
put
work into
more
Hadoop.
effort.
Yeah, you are
It's
very.
easy,
It's very
it's
easy for you to
understandable,
get
and it's
migrate from mainframe
very
to Hadoop. It's not at all hard. Like you
very
not need to
easily
put
occupied,
more
so you
effort.
can easily
It's
learn the Hadoop.
easy.
So
It's
now when I'm saying again and
understandable
again
and it's
Hadoop, what's Hadoop?
very
So Hadoop is actually a Java framework,
very
while
easily
big data is a
occupied. So
buzzword.
you can
Big data is
easily
not
learn
a
the Hadoop. So
particular
now when
language
I'm
or
saying
particular
again and again Hadoop, what's
programming
Hadoop?
language or
So
any
Hadoop is
kind of
actually a Java
uh,
framework,
thing. It's
while
like
big
a
data is a
buzzword. People
buzzword.
use
Big
it
data is not a
to
particular
define the
language
data
or
as a big
particular
data. So
programming language or any kind of
when the data is known called as a
thing.
big
It's
data
like a
is when a
buzzword. People
data
use
follows
it
three
to
particular
define the data as a
definitions.
big
Like
data.
if it
So
is
when
a high volume, if it
when the
is a
data is
high
known
varieties,
called as a big
it
data
has
is
more
when a
varieties
data
than a
follow
one
three
particular thing is,
particular
and when it has
definitions.
more
Like
velocity.
if it is
So
a high
the
volume,
data which is
if it is a high varieties,
live data
it
that
has more
follow these
varieties
three
than a one
V's
particular
called
single.
as a big data,
And when it has more
nothing else.
velocity, so it's the
While
data which is
Hadoop is the Java framework
live data that follow these
which we
three
use to
V's
store the
called as a
data,
big
or
data,
which we use
nothing
to
else.
store big data in a form
While
of file
Hadoop is the
system.
Java
So this is the
framework
first point you need to remember
which
about
we
Hadoop. It's
use
a
to
file
store the
system
data
storage.
or which we use
Second,
to store big data
Hadoop
in a
is a
form
cheap.
of file
It's not
system.
required
So this
cost.
is the
It's
first point you
cost
need to
effective.
remember about
Here
Hadoop.
you
It's
not
a
need to
file
pay
system
huge amount to
storage.
other vendors or
Second,
other companies
Hadoop is
to
a
buy
cheap.
it.
It's
So
not
like for an
required
example,
cost.
if I
It's not
say
cost
IBM or
effective.
Wipro,
Here
if
you
they are
not need to pay a
installing and
huge
using
amount
Hadoop,
to other
they
vendors or
will be
other
reducing their cost
companies
by
to buy it.
110 or
So like for an example, if I
20%. If
say
they were
IBM
paying
or
1
Wipro,
billion, it
if
will
they
be
are
only in half
installing and using
billion
Hadoop,
or
they
less than that.
will be
Why Hadoop is
reducing their
cheaper
cost by 110 or
and why databases are
50%.
high
If
costly?
they were paying 1
Databases
billion, it will be only
provide
in
their
half
own product,
billion
while
or
Hadoop is
less
kind
than
of
that.
a commodity
Why Hadoop is
hardware
cheaper
system.
and why
While we
databases are
talk
high
about commodity
costly?
hardware system, it's
Databases
so
provide their
easy.
own
Like
product,
you can
while
actually
Hadoop is
connect
kind of
four
a
to five
commodity
laptops
hardware
together, and
system.
you can form a Hadoop cluster.
While we talk about commodity
So
hardware system, it's
connecting,
so easy.
installing,
Like you
and
can
making a
actually
particular
connect four
systems
to
as an
five
Hadoop cluster
laptops
is very
together,
easy.
and you can form a Hadoop cluster.
Commodity hardware is
So
like your laptop, which
connecting,
cost more,
installing, and
mostly
making a
40K or
particular
50K
systems
with the
as an
minimum
Hadoop
memories and
cluster is
all.
very
So
easy.
those things are being used
Commodity hardware is
into IT
like your
industry
laptops
nowadays to
which
form a
cost
Hadoop
more
cluster.
mostly 40K and
That's
50K
why
with
the
the minimum
cost is
memories
going
and all.
very less.
So those things
Earlier, it's the
are being
premium
used
hardware and all,
into
which
IT
cost
industry
highly,
nowadays
and
to
that's the
form a Hadoop
reason
cluster,
Hadoop is very
and
cheap.
that's why the cost is going very
Hadoop
less.
provides more
Earlier, it's the premium hardware and all which
areas.
cost
Like
highly,
you
and that's
can
the
deal with
reason
Hadoop with any
Hadoop
language,
is
as I
very cheap.
already mentioned in my thing.
Hadoop
So
provides
let's talk about
more areas.
some
Like
thing.
you
What's
can
Hadoop?
deal with
Hadoop
Hadoop
actually
with any
completely
language, as
developed
I
on Java.
already
It's a
mentioned in my
background
thing.
Java
So
framework. That doesn't mean that
let's talk
you
about
need to be a Java person, or
something.
you have
What's
to
Hadoop?
have
Hadoop
knowledge
actually
about Java
completely
to work
developed
on
on
Hadoop.
Java. It's a background
Hadoop
Java
provide a
framework.
different types
That
of
doesn't mean that
technologies for
you need to
each
be
person.
a
So
Java
when
person or
they
you
were
have
like
to
Doc
have
Cutting was
knowledge
the
about
founder
Java
or
to work
owner
on
or
Hadoop.
father of Hadoop,
Hadoop
that is
provide a
HDFS,
different
Hadoop
types
file
of
system. He
technologies for
was
each
working in Yahoo
person. So
with a
when
team of
they were like
engineers,
Doc Cutting was the
and
founder
then
or
in
owner
20
or
years they
a
developed
father
this
of Hadoop,
HDFS, Hadoop
that is
distributed
HDFS
file
Hadoop
system
file system. He was working in
storing
Yahoo with the team of
framework on
engineers,
Java.
and
And
then in
then
20 years they
while they
developed this
were developing,
HDFS
then
Hadoop
every
distributed
other
file
company
system
started looking into it, and then they
storing
started utilizing
framework
it. And
on
how they
Java.
utilize
And
and how
then
other companies or
while they were
everyone
developing,
started
then every
utilizing
other
Hadoop is
company started
they
looking into
develop
it,
their
and
own
then they
product, or
started
you can say own
utilizing it. And
components.
how they
So
utilize
like
and how other companies or
when we say
everyone
Hadoop is
started
storing our
utilizing
data
Hadoop
into a
is
file
they
system,
developed their
how many
own
ways to
product, or
read
you
that
can say
data
own
from the
component.
file?
So
So
like
people can use
when we
a
say
language
Hadoop is
speak
storing our data into a file
similar to
system,
Linux or
how
Unix.
many
So the
ways to
engineers who
read
were
that
working
data
on Linux or
from the
Unix,
file?
they can
So
easily use
people
Pig to
can
deal with
use
the
a
data,
language
read
Pig
data, write data.
similar to
The
Linux
people
or
who were
Unix.
working
So the
on
engineers who
SQL,
were working in
MySQL,
Linux or
Oracle, Teradata
Unix,
from a
they can
long time,
easily
they
use
can
Pig
use a
to
Hive.
deal
Hive
with
is
the
actually
data,
a
read data, write
similar
data.
or equivalent of your
The people
databases.
who were working on
So they
SQL,
can use
MySQL,
Hive historical Teradata from a long time, they can use the Hive. Hive is actually a the people who are coming from the
similar or
Python
equivalent of
background
your
or other
databases.
technology, they can
So they can
also
use
write a
Hive
code into
component
Python or
to read
PySpark.
big
We
data
will
or
discuss
write
later,
big
but
data.
they can
The
read
people
and
who are
write.
coming from the
So
Python
that's
background
the
or
third
other
point of
technologies,
Hadoop.
they
It's very
can
useful.
also write a code into Python or PySpark. We will discuss later,
Hadoop
but
is a
they
secure
can read and write.
database as well.
So
So
that's the third
there
point
are
of Hadoop, which is
completely
very
there are
useful.
options where we can plug or we can enable those options to keep our data
Hadoop is a secure
safe.
database as well.
And now, as
So
it become very
there are
cheap and
completely
very
there are options
highly
where we
used
can
storage
plug or
place,
we can
people
enable those
started
options to keep our data
loading their logs,
safe.
their every
And now,
even a
as
test
it
message,
become very
even a
cheap and
message to
very
the
highly
Hadoop
used
or
storage
to
place,
big
people
data, and
started
then started
loading their
analyzing.
logs,
So
their
that's the reason,
every
if you
even a test
are
message,
aware of
even a
the
message
election
to
polls in India
that
or outside to
Hadoop
India,
or to big
the people are
data,
saying
and
that
then
the
started
Facebook data
analyzing.
being used
So that's the reason, if
to
you are
deal in
aware of the
elections for
election
like
polls in
any other
India
any
or
party,
outside
particular
to
party,
India,
or
the people are saying that
so
the
that's
Facebook data being
what they
used
do is they'll read the
to
train with the big data,
deal
and
in
big data is like a
elections
kind of
for like
your
any other
live
any
data
party,
or
particular party,
um,
or
everything
so
about
that's
you, what you are doing.
what
So
they do is
that's
they'll
the
read the
reason.
train with
And
the big data, and big data is like a
coming to
kind of
Hadoop
your live
technical
data
way,
or
in a
um,
technology way, Hadoop
everything
is
about
a
you, what you
Java
are doing.
framework
So
and it has
that's the
components.
reason.
So
And
when you are switching on any
coming to
machine,
Hadoop
like even if you're
technical
switching on
way,
your
in a
laptop,
technology way,
laptop is
Hadoop
pop up with
is
your
a Java
Windows
framework
8 or
and it
Windows
has
10 or
components. So
something, and
when
then
you are
you put
switching
your
on any
password and
machine,
then
like
you get
even if you're
logged into
switching on
your
your
system.
laptop,
So in a simple
laptop
way,
is
you are
pop
just
up with
switching
your
on your
Windows
laptop.
8 or
But
Windows 10 or
do you ever
something,
think
and then
what
you put your
running
password and then
background
you
in
get
a
logged
background of your
into your
laptop to
system.
show you a
So
very
in a simple
nice
way, you are just switching on your
graphical
laptop.
user interface
But
or GUI
do you ever
or
think what
a
running
window?
background in a
So there
background
are
of your
operating
laptop to show
system
you
OS,
a very
and
nice
there are other components like your
graphical
hard
user
disk, your
interface or
hard drive,
GUI
your RAM
or
systems. Those play
a
a particular
window?
vital role
So
to
there
switch
are
on your
operating
laptop,
system OS,
and
and there are other
then
components
allow
like
you
your
to
hard
deal with
disk,
what
your
you
hard
want to
drive,
watch
your
a
RAM
movie or
systems. Those
do
play
web
a
surfing
particular
or do
vital role
Facebook or
to switch
anything
on your
very
laptop,
easily.
and
So
then allow you
start
to deal with
comparing and
what you
learning
want
Hadoop
to
in the
watch a
same
movie
way
or
where you are
do
very
web
much
surfing or
connected.
do
So
Facebook or
I do
anything
in this way
very
that I
easily.
compare my laptop
So
itself as my Hadoop
start comparing
uh,
and learning Hadoop in the
cluster
same
or a
way
Hadoop.
where you are very much connected.
So
So
when
I
I'm
do
saying
in
Hadoop,
this way that I compare
so
my
let's
laptop
say
itself as
Hadoop is
my Hadoop
completely our laptop and
uh,
we are switching on Hadoop. So
cluster or
when
a
we
Hadoop.
invoke a Hadoop,
So while
there are
I'm
particular
saying
services
Hadoop,
which get
so let's
invoked
say
and then
Hadoop is
which
completely
get
our laptop
started
and we
running
are switching
background,
on Hadoop.
and
So when we
which
invoke a
then we say like, yeah,
Hadoop,
Hadoop is
there are
running.
particular
So in
services
in IT
which
companies
get
or in
invoked
any
and
other
then
places,
which
when
get
people are saying
started
Hadoop is
running
running or
background,
Hadoop is on
and
or we are
which
working on
then
Hadoop,
we say
so
like,
that
yeah,
means they
Hadoop
started
is
the
running.
component, the
So in
services
my
are
in
running.
IT companies
So
or in
there are five
any other places,
important
when people are
services
saying Hadoop
in
is
Hadoop
running or Hadoop is
1.0.
on or we are working
So
on Hadoop,
don't worry
so
about the
that means they
versions of
started the
Hadoop.
component, the
There are
services
pretty
are
much.
running.
So earlier
So
it
there are
was
five
Hadoop 1, now people are
important
using
services
Hadoop 2.
in Hadoop
We will start from
1.0.
the basic of Hadoop 1
So
and then we go
don't
to
worry
Hadoop
about the
2.
versions of Hadoop. There are
So
pretty much. So earlier it was
when we
Hadoop
switch
1.
on
Now
the
people
Hadoop,
are
the
using
services are
Hadoop
running.
2.
So let
We
me
will
name
start
those
from the basic of
services.
Hadoop 1 and
Those
then
are
we go to Hadoop
actually
2.
name node, data
So
node,
when we
and then
switch
your
on the
job
Hadoop, the
tracker,
services
task
are running.
tracker,
So let me
and the
name those
secondary name
services.
node.
Those are
So
actually name
these are
node,
the five particular
data node,
services which got invoked.
and then your job
Let's
tracker,
say now we
task
switch on
tracker,
the
and the
Hadoop and
secondary
then services are
name
running.
node.
For time being, we will discuss
So
in
these are the five
detail about the
particular
services
particular
which
each
got
service.
invoked. But before that,
Let's say now we switch
the
on the
services, or
Hadoop
let's
and
say
then
Hadoop
services are
itself, is
running. For
divided into
time being,
two
we will
parts.
discuss in detail
One
about
is
the services,
HDFS,
particular each service. But
and
before
the
that,
second is MapReduce.
the services, or let's say
So while
Hadoop itself, is divided
HDFS
into
and
two parts.
MapReduce, what's difference between them are
One is
pretty much simple.
HDFS
HDFS is a
and the
storage
second
place
is
or like a
MapReduce.
Hadoop distributed file
So while
Sagar, I'm sorry
component
to
HDFS and MapReduce,
sorry to
what's
disturb you in
difference
middle.
between them are pretty much simple.
Sagar, I'm sorry to
HDFS is a
we are
storage
unable to
place
see
or
your
I
like
screen.
a Hadoop distributed file
Sagar,
system, a
I'm sorry
component
to
where the data is stored.
sorry to disturb you in middle.
I'm not showing actually. You want me
Sagar,
to
I'm sorry
show,
to
right? I
we are unable
can
to
do.
see
Yeah,
your
yeah,
screens.
please.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please,
sure.
please share.
No
Are you
problem.
Okay.
showing something?
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
not showing actually. You
want
Okay.
me to show,
So
right?
I just
can
opened the
do,
notepad
Please,
to write
yeah,
and
yeah,
please,
sure.
please share.
No
show you
problem.
what I was discussing. So let's say Hadoop. When I say
Okay.
like
So
services, I just open the notepad
that's
to
nothing
write
but
and
starting
show
of
you what I was
Hadoop.
discussing.
So
So let's say
when you
Hadoop.
start anything,
When I say like
services,
services, I'll get a start. So
that's
starting of
nothing
Hadoop,
but
starting Hadoop, you
starting
can
of
say
Hadoop. So when you start anything, And now I'm just listing the services name. So the number one boss
starting Hadoop
name is like
name node.
the second is, and now
your
I'm just
data
listing the
node,
services name. So the number
and
one
then
boss
third is
name is like
name node,
job tracker,
and
and
then
then
fourth
your
is
data
task
node,
tracker,
and then third is, fifth is
secondary name
job
node,
tracker, and then
name
fourth
node.
is task tracker.
We will discuss about the services
Then
in depth
fifth
in
is
few minutes.
secondary
But
name
before
node,
that, let me tell Hadoop.
name
There
node.
are two parts of Hadoop.
We will
So
discuss about the
Hadoop is
services in depth
mostly
in few
divided
minutes.
into
But before
two
that,
components. One
let
is
me
your
tell
HDFS.
Hadoop. Second is
There are two parts of Hadoop. MapReduce.
so
Very
Hadoop is
quickly, we
mostly
will, as it is
divided
the
into
introduction, I will
two
just give
components.
up
One is
your
consolidated
HDFS.
description of this
Second is
HDFS.
in a simple, in a one word, storage.
Very quickly, we will, as it is the
storing
introduction, I will just give up
where
a
actual data
consolidated
get stored
description
or
of this HDFS
files.
in a simple, in a
MapReduce,
one word, storage,
processing,
or say
or
storing,
let's say
place,
reading or
where
writing
actual
program.
data get stored or
So
files.
I am not
MapReduce,
giving you the in
processing,
detailed technical way because I
or
just
let's
want
say
you to be familiar
reading
with this
or
terminology
writing
and
program.
understand it with the, in a layman terms so that
So
you
I
can be
am
very
not giving you the
much
in-depth detailed
confident
technical
and
way because
get
I just
comfortable
want
with
you to
Hadoop.
be familiar with
So
this
these are the two
terminology and
components.
understand it
These
with
are the
in a
two
layman
part of
terms
Hadoop. Like
so
say
that you can be
HDFS
very
stands for
much confident and get comfortable with Hadoop. So these are the two component, these are the two part of Hadoop. Like say
So I
HDFS
already covered
stands
like file
for
system. Hadoop is a file system.
Hadoop
Storage. So it's not. It's like
distributed
data is getting stored
file
into a file
system.
So simply,
So
if
I
I
already
open,
covered
what I
like
mean to
file
say, like
system.
let's
Hadoop is a
say
file
this
system
is a folder,
storage.
or let's
So
say
it's
it is
not
a
it's like
folder.
data is getting stored into a
folder in
file.
my system.
So
So if I
simply if
say
I
like
open
software,
what I mean to say, like let's
under
say
software there
is
is
a folder,
particularly
or let's
Hadoop
say if it
definitive
is
guide
a
or
e
like
folder
document.
folder
This is
in
a
my
file.
system. So if
So
I
this
say
is a
like software
storage place, and then
and the
this will be my
software there is
path or like
particularly
location
Hadoop
where I am
definitive guide or
storing my
like
file.
document.
So exactly
This
in
is a
the
file.
same manner, not into a
So this
PDF
is a
format, but different format or any
storage place,
format.
and then this will be my path
That's known
or like
the file
location
system.
where I am
What is
storing my file.
distributed? So
So
while
exactly in the same manner,
it's
not
like
into a PDF format, but
it's
different
like
format or
distributing
any
your
format.
data into all machines.
That's
So
known that's
when
in the file system.
when I
What is
bought this computer,
distributed?
there was
So
only
while
one
it's like
hard disk, or like say the hard
it's
disk
like
was completely
distributing your
1
data
terabyte,
into
but
all
then I
machines.
did the
So
partition. I
when
chopped it or I
I
divided it into
bought this
two parts,
computer, there was
a
only
C drive
one
and a E drive. So I
hard
distributed my
disk, or like
drive,
say the
or I
hard disk was
distributed my
completely 1
storing
terabyte, but then I
system, or
did the
like
partition. I chopped it or
not
I divided it
exactly
into two parts,
distributed, but yeah, I
a C
made it
drive
as
and
a
a E drive.
partition, and then
So I
I keeping my
distributed
data
my
into a
drive, or I
distributed
distributed
manner.
my
So
storing
that's the Hadoop
system, or
distributed
like
file system.
not exactly
Second is the
distributed, but
map
yeah, I
reduce,
made it as a partition, and then
which
I keeping my
the
data
people
into
who
a
are not from
distributed
background
manner.
of Java, they
So
will
that's
get
the Hadoop
scared, but
distributed
yeah,
file
it's a
system.
Java code or Java
Second is the map
program,
reduce,
which is
which
the
read
people
or
who are
write
not from
your
background
data.
of Java, they will get scared, but yeah, it's a Java code
Okay.
or Java program, which is now read or write your
These are the
data.
two major part. When anyone say HDFS, it's a Hadoop distributed file system. It's straightforward. And then
Now
MapReduce, it's a Java
these are the
program. Two major part.
I
When
can
anyone
actually,
say
for time being, I
HDFS,
can say this is
it's a Hadoop
HDFS.
distributed
So
file
if I
system.
say
It's
these windows
straightforward.
are running on
And
Hadoop,
then
then
MapReduce
these
is a
are our
Java program.
HDFS.
Okay.
So
I
let's say
can
what's the
actually,
name
for
node.
time being, I can say this is HDFS.
What is the
So if
name
I say
node? And
these windows are running on Hadoop,
so name node
then
is
these are our
actually act as a
HDFS.
manager. So
Okay.
Hadoop,
So let's say what's name node.
architecture.
What is the
If we
name
say,
node? And so name node is actually act as a manager. So Hadoop,
if we say, so it's like master and
architecture,
slave.
if we say,
So people use as a master and slave. You can use as a manager or employee or whatever you like for, but
master
it's
and
master
slave.
and slave.
So people use
That
as a
means
master and slave. You can
there is
use
one
as a
particular
manager,
master, and then the rest
or
of them are the slave.
employee or whatever
So
you
it's like
like for,
worker.
but it's
So
master and slave.
name node is a manager
That means there
who
is one
act like a
particular
boss, or
master,
like who is
and then
actually
the
a boss,
rest
or
of
who
them are
get
the slaves.
start before
So
any
it's like
service get
worker.
start in
So
Hadoop.
name node is the manager
These all
who
are
act like a
before
boss,
that.
or like
These all are
who is
just a
actually a boss, or
Java
who get
program, just a
start
services
before any service get
which are
start in
running.
Hadoop.
So when we this Windows is running,
These
operating
all are
system is actually running
before that. These
background.
all
I
are
am seeing
just a
this white
Java
HTML. You are
program,
seeing
just
this
a
notepad.
services. So same way, name
are
node.
running.
So when
Is a
this
master,
Windows is
it's a
running,
manager
operating system is
who
actually
deal
running
with your
background. That's why I'm
metadata, like
seeing
who
this
deal
white
with the
screen, or you are
Hadoop or
seeing
big
this notepad.
data's metadata.
So
It
same way,
keep
name
only
node
the information
is
about
a
our data.
master.
It's
It's a
not keep
manager
actual
who
data with
deal with
himself.
your metadata, like
So
who deal with
here
the
what I
Hadoop or
want to
big
say is
data's
it's a
metadata. It
master
keep only the information
who
about our
actually
data.
know
It
what
not
is
keep
stored in
actual
our
data with himself.
Hadoop or what
So
we are
here what
deleting
I
or what
want
we
to
are
say is
removing or what
it's
we
a
are
master
adding. This all
who
activity, and
actually know
along with this,
what we
what's
store in our
the health of our
Hadoop,
Hadoop.
or what
This
we are
kind of
deleting, or what
informations
we are
are
removing, or what
being
we are
stored or are
adding.
being
This all
monitored
activity, and
or controlled
along
by
with this,
name
what's
node.
the
That's a
health
very
of
big
our
thing in
Hadoop.
Hadoop.
So
This
if
kind of
we
information
say like
are name
being
node is
stored or are being
down or name node is not working, that
monitored
means
or
our
controlled
Hadoop is
by
not working.
name node.
Straightforward.
That's a very big thing in Hadoop.
While
So
in
if we say like
second
name node
way,
is
it's a data node.
down
So
or name node is
second
not
is the
working,
data
that
node.
means our Hadoop is not
Data node
working.
is actually a
Straightforward.
physical storage place.
While
That
in
is data node.
in
Data
second
node, that means
way,
if
it's
we
a
say
data
like
node. So
C and
second
E,
is the
these are
data node.
two data nodes.
Data node is
So
actually
where your
physical
data actually get
storage place.
stored. That's a
That
data
is
node.
data node.
How many data
Data
nodes
node,
are
that
present in
means
a
if we
cluster,
say
or how
like
many
C
data
and
node or
E,
how
these
many
are two
storage
data
system
nodes.
we are gonna add,
So
that
where
much
your
big
data
our
actually
Hadoop
get
cluster is
stored.
gonna be.
That's a data
So
node.
while
How many data nodes are
terminology
present
cluster
in a
is nothing
cluster,
but
or
a
how many data node, or how many
what we
storage
say
system we
collection
are
of
gonna
machines,
add, that much
connecting
big
more
our
machines
Hadoop
together,
cluster is gonna be.
declaring as our
So while
cluster. So say cluster
terminology
one has
cluster is
100 data
nothing but
node,
a
cluster two has 200. So
what to say
different
collection of
requirements.
machines,
Don't worry about
connecting
it.
more machines together,
So it's a
declaring as our
complete
cluster. So
storage
say
place.
cluster
So
one have
I'm just
100 data
writing it
node,
as a
cluster two
manager,
has
and
200. So
then the data node
different
is
requirements.
actually your
Don't worry about
storage
it.
place.
So it's
Um,
a complete
and
storage
then
place.
later
So
job
I'm
tracker,
just writing
task
it as a
tracker, and the
manager,
second is
and
name node. So
then the
job tracker
data
is
node is
actually a
actually your
particular person
storage
who
place.
take the work or take the order from name node.
And then later
So
job
job tracker
tracker,
is our
task tracker, and the second is
taking the
name node. So
order
job
and
tracker
then
is actually a particular
dividing that
person
order or
who
work
take
to
the
task
work or
tracker.
take the order from
So
name node.
let's give me
So
an
job
example
tracker is
for
our
an company.
taking
There
the
are
order
a
and then
structure like a manager
dividing
and then
that
a team
order or
leader
work
and
to
then a
task tracker.
developer or a
So
testers.
let's give me an
And
example
this
for
is
an
exactly what Hadoop
company.
is
There
also.
are a
So if
structure
we say
like a
manager is
manager
a name
and then a
node,
team leader
is
and
a
then a
job
developer
tracker,
or a
and
testers.
employee are the task
And
tracker,
this
and
is
data node
exactly
are
what
the
Hadoop is
desktop or
also.
laptop of the
So if we say
employee.
manager is a
So
name
this is the
node,
structure.
team
Okay.
leader is a
So
job
when
tracker,
manager
and
says to
employee are
team
the
lead
task
that you need to
tracker,
finish this
and data
work or
node
you need
are
to
the
complete this work
desktop or laptop of
in
the
10 days,
employee.
7 days, and
So this
all,
is the
then
structure,
job
okay?
tracker will
So when
divide
manager
the work.
says to
Okay. So
team
job
lead that
tracker
you
will
need to
divide the
finish
work
this
into
work or you need
employees,
to complete this work
and
in 10 days,
those
7 days
employees
and
are the
all,
task
then
trackers. So
job
say
tracker
like
will
Ram, Sham
divide the work,
are
okay?
two
So job
employees,
tracker will divide the
while
work into
Ajay is
employees,
a manager or
and
like Sagar is a team
those
leader.
employee are
So
the
in
task
that
tracker.
manner,
So
the
say like
structure follows.
Ram,
So
Sham
then the
are
Ram
two
or Shams,
employees,
who are the
while
task tracker,
Ajay is a
will
manager,
write the
or like
data into a
Sagar is a
laptop
team
or
leader.
write a
So
program or
in
write
that
any
manner, the
code
structure
in a
follows.
laptop
So
or
then the
read
Ram
it
or
the
Sham
data
is
from the
who are
laptop.
the
So
task
that laptop
tracker
is a
will
data node.
write
So
the
these are the
data
four
into a
services I
laptop
just
or write a
have told
program or
you.
write any
Exactly
code in
same
a
these
laptop
services are.
or
You don't
read
need
it
to
the data
worry
from the
about the
laptop. So
technical
that
more
laptop is a data node. So these are the
until
four
and unless you
services I
want to
just
become an
have
admin
told
of
you.
a Hadoop or big
Exactly
data
same
or
these services are.
architecture
You don't
or
need to
different
worry
thing.
about the
But for a
technical
developer, a
more
tester, these are the service which runs
until
background.
and unless you want to
What is
become an
secondary name
admin
node?
of a
So
Hadoop or big
sometimes
data
manager is
or
not present and we
architecture
need to take
or
the
different
approval
thing.
or we need
But for a developer, a
to
tester,
take
these are the service
some
which
particular
runs background.
permissions.
What is
But
secondary name
manager
node?
is
Sometimes
present or something.
manager
So
is
at the
not
time,
present and we need to
second
take the
manager or some
approval or
other
we need
manager will be
to take
like we get
some
mails, right?
particular
I'm out of office
permissions.
and
But manager
please
is
get in touch
absent
with
or
some
something.
other
So at the
person's
time,
email address for
second manager or
any
some
urgent
other
issue or
manager
query.
will be
That's a
like
secondary
we
name
get
node.
mails, right?
Secondary
I'm
name
out of
node just
office
keep one
and please
extra
get in
copy
touch
what
with
name node
some
have.
other person's email address for
And when I'm
any
saying
urgent
that
issue or query.
copies or
That's a secondary
informations
name node.
in Hadoop
Secondary
or
name
in big data
node just keep
terminology
one
that known as a file
extra
system image.
copy what name node have.
That means the complete
And when
information
I'm saying that copies or information in Hadoop or in big data terminology that known as a file system image.
So just
That means
taking
the
every
complete
time.
information
And there is a
about
time,
your
right?
system and
For
all
everything
are
scheduled,
getting
or every time,
snapshot every
everything in
time, or
Hadoop
let's
or
say
any
snapshot
world,
in the so it's
everything is the
screenshot.
schedule. So
So
it's
just
running
taking
like
every time.
we ourselves
And there
are
is a time,
scheduled to
right?
work from
For
9 to
everything
6, or
scheduled, or every
the
time,
trains are
everything in
scheduled to run
Hadoop or
from
any
this time to that
world,
time. So
everything is the
even
schedule. So
Hadoop
it's
follow the
running
time
like
scheduling.
we
So
ourselves
every
are
30
scheduled to
second or
work
every
from 9
1
to
minute,
6,
the name
or
node get the
the
information. How
trains are
many data
scheduled
is
to run
stored, how
from
many
this time
data
to that
removed, how
time.
many
So
data deleted,
even
how
the
many
Hadoop
space
follow the
free,
time
all
scheduling.
information
So
name
every
node do.
30 second or
Data
every
node,
1 minute,
while data
the
node,
name node get the
they don't
information,
do
how many data
anything.
is
They
stored,
just
how
sit.
many
They
data
are hard
removed,
disk.
how many
They
data
clear
deleted, how
all the
many
hard disk.
space free. So the data get reside or stored. Data node, while data node job tracker, job tracker is actively monitoring, dividing work. They exactly are the team lead do. So the data get the reside or stored what happenings and all, and then job tracker, job tracker is actively monitoring, dividing work. Are the workers like team lead just get what the piece of work taking the feedback, taking what happenings and all, and then telling to name node. So that's a task tracker. Task tracker are the workers. Okay, so just those get what the piece of work they get, they have to complete. So the daily activity of an employee. So that's a task tracker. Later, but yeah. And now HDFS. So those are the pretty much about the services of Hadoop HDFS and MapReduce. Then Hadoop 2 HDFS stand for Hadoop Distributed File System. Yeah. And now it has a component or you can say like a configuration part in depth of HDFS and MapReduce. So HDFS stands for Hadoop Distributed File System. Replication factor. It has a component or you can say like a configuration part known as a replication. Sorry, we can store our data into like a distributed way, and then in the same time we can copy our data in a different machine to save machine. So let's say we have, sorry, we can store our data into a different machine like a distributed way, and then in the same time we can copy them in a different machine to save it. So let's say we have one time to 10 data node to different machine, while our data is getting stored into 5 data node, and then like 5 are vacant. We can copy those data into 1 to 5 one time, 2 time, 3 time into different machine. Data node will be different data. It's not like it's just gonna be 5. It's gonna be into 1 to 5 the actual data, and then 6 to 10. Now when we come to different data, this part like it will be get distributed what is differently. Data, what are the hash algorithm and other what are the components, and now when we come to this part like understanding what is Hadoop, what is big data, what are the services, what are the components, technology. Name doesn't matter, but yeah, the work tell the technology. So when I say component, and then I say Hive, and then I technology. Name doesn't matter, but yeah, the work. And so when I say Python, or and then I say Hive, and then I say or MapReduce, anything like and scope and Python or Plume. So what I am writing here is these are different product or different anything like component or different scope, technology, then or just a language. Plume, different company. I am writing here according to their requirement. Different product or different to deal with the component or different kind of data, technology or just a language. Different company have built according to their requirement to deal with the different kind of data. So while they develop in Yahoo, Seventy to 80% people were working on SQL or MySQL, structured query language. So they develop Hive, which is 70 to 80% people were working on virtual database SQL or similar to database, structured query language. Uncomfortable with so they develop Hive, which is actually a virtual database. Core Java people who are virtual database or Java coding, they similar to database. They are not coding comfortable with working with Hive. Python connectors and MapReduce Python core Java people who are working on Java coding. Spark is something different which MapReduce coding. We will Python is same, but Python connectors or Python Spark same manner. So say who are working Spark from Python background, they can use actually PySpark to read or write the data. But yeah, say Scala or PySpark only. Not say who are working from Python background, they can use actually PySpark to read or write the data. We will talk about to pull and then Flume. Only Flume is actually downloading the data from database websites or like so API. We'll talk about the scope. And then Flume is like Flume is actually downloading the data from websites or like storing API. Okay. And then Edgebase is like what is big Hive or MapReduce? All those are different technologies people choose. So Hadoop give you the options to choose in on which what is big Hive or MapReduce all those are different technologies people choose big data. So once Hadoop give you the saying that This is my data node, and I stored data. Technology or what kind of technology you want to learn or you want to be you are coming from, which background you are coming. So when I know how to copy the location, this is my data node, and I stored data. What I do next time that kind of from a background of Linux or person you are coming from, which background you are coming. So I know how to copy the location. Okay, jump where I want. What I do next time that I am from a background of Linux or shell script, I will just directly commanding or that changing your directory and just but the people who are coming from a background of okay very normal thing just jump and I don't know anything how to like copy the location commanding or I am changing your directory. I will go one by one. Okay, but the people who are coming from a background of very normal thing, I go in the like I don't know anything how to copy the location and all. I am a very new. File I will go one by one. I was looking. Okay, I will go into each. But the people who are coming from a technology or different background, they can software and I say okay. What I mean to say that your knowledge file I was looking which you have people who are coming from a technology or different background they can or either in data stage. What I mean to say that your knowledge any other you can utilize which you have use either in mainframe either in lamination you not need to or either in data stage informatica tab hive any other you can utilize and all. You can actually use that you not need data lamination you not need to forget anything paying things same way hive you need to write SQL and all the file system storing our data and then so now I assume that you understand how the data is continuously and then how you that Hadoop is the file system storing our data introduction only. And then so I'm telling how, I assume that you understand now when we how say store data in Hadoop and then how you read the data or size so or as its introduction only. I'm telling how that means now when we say store will not gonna get stored into a location block okay or size and then or second is the replication factor. That means your complete file will not gonna these two things fit into one location. I'm just giving little bit information about it. Second is the replication. So let's say we want to store this file. These two things. So if I'm just telling, I'm just giving little bit information about it. Location so, desktop. Let's say we want to store this file. The name. So if I say save this file, and one let's say while location I'm saving desktop. This location and let's file give the name of Hadoop 1 and .txt Hadoop 1. If I go here, while I can see the file which we have saved, which is right now on desktop with the name of Hadoop. Let's go to the .txt. If I go here, I can see the file which we have the file size right now on desktop and the disk size of the disk go to the properties okay of this file. So that means we can actually see the file size 1 KB and the disk size of the disk is 4 KB. Okay, so that means one more thing. So it's like size is 1 KB utilizing it, and then size on disk is 4 KB. As it is not a Hadoop, as it is not like a Hadoop size is 1 KB, any HDFS or anything, and then simple size on disk is 4 KB. Follow the standard storing process. As it is not a Hadoop, as it is not a Hadoop framework or any HDFS or anything. It's just a size which is 4 KB, which follow the standard storing process. It stored the file in this manner. The file size is 1 KB, and then it is stored on a disk size which is 4 KB. the data get splitted, and then the data get stored in Hive in Hadoop. So that's the block size. Let's say the data get splitted, and then the
64
data get stored in
MB
Hive in
megabyte,
Hadoop.
and then
So
there are
that's the
upgrading
block size.
128.
Let's say for
Then nowadays
example,
people
the
using
standard is
5.2
64
MB. So
MB
we'll
megabyte,
discuss in
and
depth
then
once we
there are
start our Hadoop
upgrading
architecture or Hadoop
128.
HDFS
Then nowadays
architecture.
people using
But yeah,
5.2 MB. So I'm
we'll
just
consolidating
in
the
depth
complete
once we
thing.
start our Hadoop architecture
So
or
this is what
HDFS
Hadoop is.
architecture.
Java
But yeah,
framework
so
store the data into
I'm
file
just
system, but in a
consolidating the
distributed
complete
manner.
thing.
Commodity hardware,
So this is what
anyone can
Hadoop
read,
is.
write, and learn
Java
Hadoop very
framework
easily, as it gives many
store
options
the data
like
into file
languages or
system, but in a
components,
distributed
string,
manner.
Hive, MapReduce, Python,
Commodity
Spark,
hardware,
Scoop, Plume,
anyone can
HBase
read, write, and learn Hadoop very
have
easily, as it gives many
two
options
different
like languages
services
or
or
components,
like component
string, Hive,
HDFS and
MapReduce,
MapReduce,
Python, Spark,
known as
Scoop,
Hadoop
Plume,
distributed file
HBase
system, and MapReduce is a processing.
have
So
two
HDFS is
different
storing your
services or like
data,
component
and while you
HDFS
are
and
reading,
MapReduce,
like while we
known as
say,
Hadoop distributed file system, and MapReduce is a processing. Okay, so HDFS is storing your data,
when I
and
say
while
the
you are
data is
reading,
stored,
like
this is
while we say or right from the beginning when we started our so let's demo or like our
discussion.
so
So I
when I
have
say the data is stored,
this much. I have saved the file, and then the
right
file
from
is
the
in
beginning
the.
when we started our
Let me
demo
close this
or
for
like our
time being
discussion. So I have
and then
this much. I have saved
while
the
I
file,
want
and
to
then
read
the save file
as
is in
as it is mouse
let me close this
usable or
for
like
time being
we just double click and the
and
file
then
gets open. Like
while
see,
I want to read as
opening in
it
Edit
goes
Plus.
as it is
Or
mouse
whatever. Yeah,
usable or
it's
like
Edit Plus.
but we just double
I
click
want to
and the
open
file
it
get
into a
open.
notepad.
Like see, I feel very comfortable
Opening in
with it.
Edit. So Notepad is
Or
different
what
opening
yeah,
place,
it's
right?
Edit Plus.
So what
But
I was doing,
I
I was
want to
just
open it
clicking and
into
the file is getting
notepad.
open.
I
And
feel
when
very
I'm clicking,
comfortable
it's
with it.
getting
So
closed.
notepad
When
is
I'm clicking the
different
different option to
opening
open with
place, right?
Notepad, it's giving me.
So what
So
I
those are
was doing, I was just clicking and the
predefined
file is
program
getting
of a
open,
Windows,
and when
which
I'm
allowing
clicking,
me
it's
to do
getting
that.
closed. When I'm clicking the different option
But
to open with
whether
Notepad, it's
where I
giving
am
me.
aware of
So
that,
those are
no, I'm not aware of
predefined
what
program
programming.
of a
Did I
Windows,
write up?
which allowing
Did
me
I
to do
open
that.
any terminal and I wrote particular
But
program? Okay,
whether
fine.
where
And
I
then
am
open
aware
my
of that, no, I am
our
not
notepad
aware
file.
of
No, we
what
just double
programming did
clicked
I
it.
write up. But
We just double
did
clicked
I
it and
open
it
any
opened.
terminal
Or
and I
now
wrote
I'm not.
particular
I don't
program?
want
Okay,
to
fine.
see it in a
And then
edit
open
plus
my
mode. I
our
am
notepad file.
comfortable
No,
with
we
the
just
notepad,
double
so I
clicked
did.
it.
I went
We
into
just
notepad
double
and I
clicked it
opened
and
it.
it opened. Now I'm not.
I want to
I don't
convey
want
this
to see it in a
message
edit plus
you to
mode.
compare
I
this
am
particular
comfortable with
component,
the
except this
notepad, so I
MapReduce. It's a
went into
pure
notepad
Java
and I
coding,
opened
but
it.
yeah, it's also same. But yeah,
I want to convey this
I
message
want
to
you
you
to
to compare this
compare
particular
this
component
double-clicking
except this
opening of file with
MapReduce.
your
It's a
this
pure Java
particular
coding,
technology,
but yeah, it's also
Python,
same. But yeah,
Spark, Scoop.
I
So when a
want you
person
to
write a shell script,
compare
Linux shell
this
script,
double-clicking opening of file with your this
so
particular
he's
technology,
actually
High,
writing a shell
Python,
script, right,
Spark,
to
Scoop.
read the data.
So when a person
But this
write a
Linux
shell
shell
script,
script,
Linux
or
shell
let's say
script,
database SQL or a
so he's
HiveQL, we
actually
will start
writing a shell
calling
script,
it
right, to
HiveQL.
read the data.
This particular
But this
thing gets
Linux shell
converted
script or
into a
let's say
Java program
database
in a
SQL
background,
or a
and then
HiveQL, we
read the
will
data
start
or write the
calling it
data,
HiveQL. This
whatever
particular
we written.
thing
Like we,
gets
if we run a
converted into a
SQL,
Java
like select a
program
star
in a
from employee
background,
table.
and then
So let's
read the
open
data
new,
or write the data
and let's say we
whatever
have
we
wrote
written. Like
this
we if we
particular
run a
code from
select query like
employee
select a star
table,
from employee table.
where
So let's
name
open menu.
equal to Sagar. Then
And let's say we have
this
wrote
particular
this particular code
one
from
line
employee
get
table
convert into a
where
MapReduce code,
name equal to Sagar.
and
Then this
read
particular
or
complete
write
one line
from
get
our
convert
HDFS.
into a MapReduce
This is
code
what actually happened. But
and read
as in
or write
Windows, we saw
from our HDFS.
we can only double
This
click
is
and
what actually
it work
happened.
for us. We do
But
not need to worry about it. In the same
as
manner,
in
when you run a query or
Windows, we
something,
saw
the data, the
we can
core,
only double click
the
and
command
it
or the
work for
things
us.
will
We
get
not need
converted
to worry about
automatically
it.
into
In the
MapReduce or
same
Java,
manner,
and
when
you
you
read or
run a
write the
query
data.
or
You not need
something,
to worry about it.
the data, the
Same
code, the command or
Linux
the
or shell
things will
script
get
background, and you
converted
run some command
automatically into
LT,
MapReduce or Java, and it
say
read or write the
very
data. You
pretty,
not need
like
to worry about it.
compared to
Same
thing data.
Linux or shell script background, and you run some command
This
LT,
is our Hadoop. Like
say
why not copy
very
this
pretty like compared to
like
string
say listing
data
this
So not exactly about Hadoop. Let why not copy this location? So this is the location, like, right? Say where the data is listing this. So ls. So not exactly okay, fine. Yes. So this is the location, right? Where the data is stored. System and then ls and then listing the file from the listing. It will open and show like how it's gonna deal the file system and then DFS and then listing the file from the. I'm sorry. So it will open and show like how it's gonna and then deal. Just I want to show what it will do for us. So when we list it, it will just show us copy the path what present under this location and then going this manner. I want to show what different location. So when we list it, it will just show us location which what present under this location in this manner. So we are going. Do we need to worry about how it happening? How when we jump into backup location which we have given when I copied the in our notepad. Or let's say, do we need to worry about how it happen? How when enter? Why? What happened when you copied here? Like when I copied the think path, about it ever? Or let's say, but we know that doing this will take us how it comes. Like by whether we worry or we just jumping. Think about it ever. Linux was like for an example of a command. We know that doing this will take us here. So like by it automatically doing so background it's running the Linux same way in for an example of a Java program like changing directory listing directory MapReduce get converted into a MapReduce, it automatically doing so background it's running operating and that's the same way in Hadoop it run Java program or particular you don't need to worry about the background get converted into a MapReduce okay and that's the that's the thing so that's you don't need to worry about the background and all the introduction. But yeah, in the second or next session, we will deal more about what I want to convey or I want Hadoop to has the introduction. But yeah, in the second or next session, or like we will very much deal more about technically way. It's Hadoop has the open like highly demanded give you more jobs or like it's very much actually demanding because it's cheap, it get easily installed or it's gonna easily open used like by people. Gonna give so you cheap more and, it's nice actually demanding because it's cheap, highly demanding get easily installed or it so get everyone easily is used by people. So it's interesting and to move their data nice from the regional like or from highly demanding market nowadays storing place to a new everyone is getting to a new location or to use their data from the regional or from the old storing place to a new very or fast. So that's why there are new so location or to use this new technology for, in India, which is cheap, cost effective, and outside or in very fast. So that's why there are even jobs in your current company or in India. If you can or in check, they will be doing that. So that's why people are just even in your current company or functions property if and you can check they will be doing that things what I so that's why making Hadoop a very that framework in functions property market and the component and it's getting highly things what I feel or highly used Hadoop a very different IT company nowadays framework in that's the reason market and that's the very much present in the market highly and fail or highly used the future of IT company nowadays, data engineers, data and then that's the reason analytics or very much company who utilize data to understand the pattern or to store the data. Not only those company data engineers, data analytics, but business analytics or a huge amount of data utilize are getting to understand the pattern or to store the data. Not only those companies who and do the revolution or you can say like in another 5 years or huge amount of data 5 years are getting migrated or moving to regional databases like Oracle, and it's a revolution or you can say like because everything is gonna be stored into a file system. In next 5 years you will be forgetting the name of and regional database like Oracle, Teradata or SQL because everything is gonna be stored into a file system or a file system manner. What and the file system used the reason and storing the place is storing closing the data, or before completing the session I just want to from using different technology or Java or the file system used for one more important storing the place can be storing the readable and then the reading the data from using different technology or Java or MapReduce a particular file one more important thing is it can be it is readable by from multiple users at the same time. I mean to say because like it's a file it's not it's store or something a particular file hardcore can or somewhere used multiple times by
Ram
everyone
want
at the
to
same
read the
time,
file, he
because
can.
it's
At
the
the
file.
same
It's
time, if
not Sham want,
store
if
or
at the same
something
time Sagar want, if at the
hardcore or
same time
somewhere.
any other person want.
So
So
that's
that's
why
why if
the
Ram
file.
want to read the file,
So
he can. At the
Hadoop
same
has
time, if
one
Sham
slogan or
want, if
like
at the
one
same time
quotation
Sagar
line that
want, if at the
read
same time
once,
any other person
write
can read
once and read n
the
number
file.
of time. You can write one
So
time,
Hadoop has
or
one
like you
slogan or
can
like one
create file
quotation
one
line that
time and then you
read
can
once,
read n number of time.
write
Hadoop do
once
not
and
have
read n number
delete,
of time. You
update,
can write one
or
time,
remove.
or
It
like
do
you
not
can
have delete or
create file
updating
one
your
time
file.
and then
So
you
if you
can
say
read
like
n number of
we have
time.
created the
Hadoop do
file
not have
now,
delete,
and
update,
we
or
want to
remove.
update it.
It do
Update
not have
means
delete
we
or
want to
updating
edit
your
it with
file. So
something
if you say like
like this.
we have
Okay,
created the file
no,
now,
Hadoop not allow it.
and
It
we
says
want to
either recreate the
update
file
it.
or drop
Update
the
means
delete the
we
file and
want
all.
to edit it
So
with
that's
something
something
which
like
we will
this.
discuss, but not
Okay,
need to worry about
no,
as of
Hadoop
now.
not allow it.
If you
It
have
says
any
either
particular
recreate the
questions
file or
or
drop the
anything
delete the file and
regarding
all.
this
That's
framework,
one thing
please
which
we
let
will
me know.
discuss, but not need to worry about as
Else
of now.
we are done with the
If you have
particular
any
Hadoop
particular
demo.
questions or anything regarding this framework, please let me know. Yeah, or else we are done with the particular Hadoop demo. Yeah.